Good morning. It's turned out nice again. How's it going, guys? You alright? It hasn't turned out nice, if I'm completely honest with you. It's a little bit grey out there. Yeah, jacket weather, I think. How are you doing? You alright? If you're new to my channel, this is my morning briefing. I do one of these most days of the week, just to catch up with the community, really. So I doubt there'll be anything, of major interest in this to you if you're new to the channel. These videos are really for my most loyalist viewers and haters, and we just catch up, tell people what the day's schedule is, do my acknowledgements, which is very important to me, and just let people know what I've been up to and stuff. All right, so that's the crack. Right, where should we start? Live stream tonight. We're having a live stream on here tonight at 7 o'clock UK time. All right, so I must try and limit it to an hour. I did 2.5 hours yesterday, but it was a really good stream. Get good people in, good conversation and stuff. So, but I must try and do, keep it to an hour or something like that. I'm sure it'll be a bit longer. That's what she said. Videos today, right? Okay. Paul Joyce put an article out yesterday, which I'm going to go over with Dave, my AI assistant. It's not any ordinary AI, No. Dave's been trained by me to analyse football news articles. The journalists that write them and the platforms that push them on us. My long-term viewers know that, and Dave's very good assistant, and identifies things that I wouldn't see, and certainly reminds me of things that I've forgotten. And we keep a log of every single journalist as well, so we can look for inconsistencies or changes. And stuff like that. It's just proven very, very, very useful, a great addition to this channel. Now, I went through it with Dave last night, quite a bit actually, and it's going to be a long video, that I think. All right, so if long videos are not for you, if you're not a stayer like me, then you're right. Then you might want to give it a miss. But I think it's going to be a good video. That I've also got some mail stand videos to do for you. I don't know if it's 2 or 3. Very, very interesting. I think you're going to be intrigued. I am toying with the idea of restricting at least one of those to channel members only, not permanently, maybe just for today, and then making it available to everyone tomorrow. So you won't miss out if you're not a channel member, I don't think. The reason for that is that sometimes I like to keep things a little bit private, and I know that what's going to be coming up today, I think, will be picked up by other people. And what happens is, because you guys come and tell me I don't see this, is that people take certain things from those mail stand videos and then go and sensationalize them and twist them a little bit and mislead other people. So what I'm thinking of doing is maybe doing at least one of them for channel members initially, and then just making it available to everybody. So I'm not going to lock you out or anything like that. It's not a ploy to get you to become a channel member or anything. We don't do things like that around here. It just, gives you a chance, gives people a chance to digest it first, maybe, and before they start exaggerating and fucking butchering things and spinning it one way or the other. I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet. You'll work it out during the day. If you do see any channel members videos today for which say the mail stand in the title, I will make them available to you. But I don't know. To be honest with you, I need to go over at least one of those, maybe 2 actually, and because they were quite detailed, and I just need to go over them. I haven't had a chance to look at them again today. But I saw them last night and I thought, oh, people are going to like them. Oh, they're going to find them interesting anyway. So we're going to do that. So we've got a live stream. We've got 2 or 3 mail stand videos. We've got to break down the Paul Joyce article, which is very, very, very strange article. Don't forget, guys, I've always said to you, especially when Paul Joyce publishes an article, always read it and think, why am I reading this? Who wants me to know this? So Paul Joyce obviously wants you to know it. But what I mean is, who's behind it? Who does it benefit? Why is it out there? Why am I being told this? And, when I read a Paul Joyce article, I usually think, what does Michael Edwards want me to know? What does Michael Edwards want out there? But it's a little bit, I don't know. But let's save it for that. It's just odd. And I went over it with Dave last night. I went, David, this doesn't make sense. So I think you're going to enjoy that. Now, do you remember me saying to you that over the last, I don't know, 2 weeks maybe, I've said something like, look out for Michael Edwards' name coming up in an article. I said that to you. And I said, if it's not Michael Edwards mentioned, in the news or whatever, look out for an article that might look like it's been written by him or come from him, which would normally mean Paul Joyce, right? So when I saw Paul Joyce mention Michael Edwards last night in his article, I was like, Now, let's save it. What else was I going to say? Oh, I also said in the run-up to the weekend last week, I think we'll see Paul Joyce very soon. And there you are. Within days, he surfaces. So I think something's cooking. I do. And I don't think, I always say that, I don't think, don't I confuse myself as what I'm saying. Right, let me rephrase that. In my opinion, Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes are not safe at Liverpool Football Club. They're not as secure as maybe you think. Everyone's talking about Arne Slot, but no one's really talking about Edwards and Hughes. Now, do you remember me mentioning to you, within the last couple of weeks, I said to you, there was an article that came out not long into this season, just after the window closed, that brought up the Arne Slot's contract situation, talking about extending his contract because there was a lot more positivity around it, which I thought was madness, to be honest with you. And in the same article, which I found really strange, it mentioned Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards' contracts and said they need sorting out as well. And I'm like, they've only been here 5 fucking minutes, right? Yeah, that's what I thought at the time, right? I think it might have been Bad News Pierce that wrote it. I can't remember. And in that article by Paul Joyce, that's exactly what he was talking about. It is. Right, listen. Listen, that video today that I'm going to do about the Joyce article, I bet I forget loads of things that I want to mention to you. One thing I have said is that if Alonso was to be recruited by Liverpool Football Club, I'm not sure that he would work under Edwards and co. I don't know that, but it's just something I feel. Do you know what I mean? Because there was rumours before, when we were looking for a new manager when Jurgen left, there was rumours before that he wouldn't. That he wanted more control, if you know what I mean. Whereas Edwards, everyone believes or assumes or thinks, or everyone has the opinion that he wants the control, all right? Hence a head coach, all right? Now, I've always thought that when you get someone like that, if it's true, that wants a head coach and wants the power behind the scenes, if you like, I've always thought that those people like that don't want a manager appointing that's very powerful, right? So, for example, when we've seen opportunities present themselves over years, I've always felt like they never wanted someone too powerful to manage Liverpool. So, when we were looking for a manager, it was like, maybe Rafa will come back. Oh, there was fucking no way they'll appoint Rafa. He'll take every fucker on. Even Kenny Dalglish, there was back then, there was rumours and claims and stuff saying, Kenny's being pushed because they're going to go into this period of austerity, cutbacks and things like that. And Kenny Dalglish has got too much power with the fans. Rafa, a lot of power. Jurgen didn't have all the power when he came in, right? But he had it towards the end, and the suggestions were that he was getting, maybe too powerful, and Edwards and him wouldn't, be able to work together again and shit like that. So then, when they've appointed managers over the years, or head coaches, if you want to call them that, it's been, if you look at Brendan Rodgers, some people might think he couldn't believe he got the job. Same with Arne Slot. Some people are like, fucking hell, I bet you can't believe he got the job. always like managers with potential and who are worth a gamble, but never the types that would, come and knock on the fucking door. Like, do you know what I've done in the game? And you're telling me, imagine what Jurgen could say now, right? So, again, when we were looking for a manager after Jurgen, when people used to say, "Oh, what about Zidane, Simeone, Mourinho?" Even I know you're probably thinking, "Fucking Mourinho," well, but people do, look at the managers that are out there. Maybe all people with like big personas and personalities. Whether you rate them or not, you just feel like they wouldn't want them, at the club because they'd be too powerful and not in their place, so to speak. Some people say, "What, you mean they want a yes man?" Well, I don't know if it's a yes man as such, but I don't know. The suggestion was when Alonso was, being mooted as a potential replacement for Jurgen, was that he wouldn't, work under those conditions. Now, you might at that point go, "Well, hang on a minute, Real Madrid. Young Spanish boy, dreams of being a footballer, dreams of playing for Real Madrid in his country, dreams of managing Real Madrid, gets the opportunity to manage Real Madrid. Is he really going to go, excuse me, I've done quite well in Germany, I would like to take the job, but, I need this. You don't do that to Real Madrid. As a Spanish boy that's fulfilled his dreams, lifetime ambitions, would turn around and say, "Give me the fucking job, I'll try and make it work," right? So that's what I think about that situation. But I do think that Alonso has, deserves to have more of a say in things, and with what he's done in Germany. So could that be a problem working, would he work, let's say, in that environment at Liverpool? I mean, I don't know. These are things that we're going to be talking about. So there's just my feeling, my hunch behind it all is that I wouldn't be surprised, especially if Liverpool did go for Alonso, if there was more changes at Anfield than some people might expect. But we'll look at it, we'll see. I think there's a lot of things that we can talk about in relation to it all, but also I'm not sure I'm going to remember everything that I want to tell you, which is a bloody nightmare. So we'll look at it anyway today, guys, all right? What I want to do is my acknowledgements, and then I want to show you a goal from the weekend, my local team. I think I might have mentioned it in a live stream yesterday. I want to mention this goal the opposition scored. They had a free kick and the player taking it, there was two players over the ball, and one of the players ran to the ball and then fell to the floor and was, as if he'd injured himself, which was just a distraction, for their free kick. And then a second player jogged up towards him as if he was checking on him, took the free kick and scored. I've never seen it in football ever, and I'm going to show you it in a minute, all right? We were angry, but we were like, it's pretty fucking clever, really. So yeah, interesting. What I want to do is do my acknowledgements. That's what we're going to do. This is very important to me because without these people, I wouldn't be able to bring this channel to you. So first of all, we had a live stream on Sunday. It was a very good live stream. And it was supported by the following people. All right, so these are called super chats. Super chats. And you don't have to get a super chat on one of my live streams to have your comment read out. I read everybody's out, all right? So Niall supported me, obviously. Nicholas Bosecca as well. Nick's back. He's been away, and I remember him saying towards the end of last year, I'm going away, catch up with you all in the new year. So I was delighted to see him surface. Klopp Norbert, Mark the Legend supports me every day. Copites of Anfield, Gareth Turner, top lad, great YouTube channel. Cal Downs, William Cahill, Paul Stevenson, Tang LFC, Chris Martin. Hope you're all right, Chris. Chris has been very poorly recently. He's had surgery, and he sent me an email last week saying, I'm going in for my operation. It's been nice knowing you if I don't come out. And I replied saying, don't you be so fucking stupid. Email me when you're back, and he did. I said, told you, didn't I? All right, so shout out to Chris. Brother Ben, FN Agent, and Paul K8888. All right, so those are my super chats peoples from Sunday, all right? What else will we have? Oh, right, so now we've got to look for super thanks. Now, super thanks is the love art, which you'll see. I think it's under the video on a browser. I'm not sure really on an app, on the YouTube app, but there's a love art somewhere. And if you click on that, that's called a super thanks. And that's like, it helps me and my channel, all right? It really does. And the following people supported that or used that feature. This one comes from Gooch. And this was on the Liverpool 1, Burnley 1 video I did the other day. He said, that's for a coffee, Dunk. No alcohol. Look forward to the updates on Monday, Gooch. Cheers, Gooch, top man. I appreciate you. Also, channel member, because there's a football next to his name, Maka. Schwad. You're in my schwad. You know what I'm saying? Schwad. We got a schwad. As Rafa Benitez would say, squad. Hey, for sure. And he says, have a mag on me, which means a Magnus. Thank you very much, my friend. Top man. Before that was on the Mark Gay nonsense, which was a morning briefing. My friend Niall, my good friend Niall, also a channel member, squad, supported that video and said, thanks. Okay, there was a male Stan video titled Unbelievable, Liverpool did not respond. Channel member, Carl, squad. I'm so pissed off with the Gay deal. 3 fit centre-backs at the club with Gomez that can't play 3 games in a row. 20 million is a bargain. If we match City valuation, he chooses City, then fair play. His wages isn't an excuse because the maths wouldn't make sense because watch, we will sign a centre-back at 40 million on 170 grand a week and won't have the quality of the Premier League experience. And he's put some really angry emojis. Rant is not at you, mate. I'm just so pissed off. More angry emojis. We better have a plan B. We all can't see more angry emojis, which is unusual for Carl because he's a very polite, passive gentleman when he comes on my live stream. He's very polite, nice guy. I love him. And he's clearly angry at the Mark Gay situation, which I think many of us are baffled by, to be honest with you. Anyway, Carl, thank you. Okay, same video, Up the Reds Forever, Schwad, channel member. Sorry, Doug, I forgot to send you a beer for today through Revolut, again, in capital letters. And it's like, I fucked up and did it through the super thanks button again. Sorry, bro, and he's put some emojis like, wow, that's funny. Next time, I promise, I will remember to go through Revolut for you, pal. Enjoy your day and night, matey. If you're new to my channel, basically, yeah, it's a bit of fun. Like, during the week I do my vids and that. There's obviously the super thanks, which Up the Reds has used here. But I have 3 links in my video description. One of them is Revolut. And the links in the video description, I get 100% of the revenue, right? YouTube keep 30% of everything. But the ones in the video description, you get they're instant as well. YouTube's like the next month or whatever. And the Revolut one is my beer kitty. That's why he's mentioning Revolut, right? And I've already got my first beer in there for next Saturday. We're already on it, guys, So, yeah. I just like the way he says, I forgot to send you a beer again. Oh, man, that's class. I love them. My peoples are amazing, honestly. Mark the Legend, told you, didn't I? Channel member, Schwad. Thanks, Dunk. Enjoy a few tonight, my friend. And he's giving me a little salute there at the end of his comment. Yeah, Saturday. Saturday was all right. My chick worked well, though. But I went to football, as you know. 1-1, by the way. We were losing 1-0 against third. We're first. We were losing 1-0 at their ground. Fuck me, their ground is terrible. Honestly, it looked like we're in a war zone. They went 1-0 up the other team with that free kick. And we had a man sent off. And we scored in the 87th minute. We scored the equaliser. And what a fucking... Oh, it's mid. I got some brilliant photos. I'm right into photography now. It's my new thing. Right? And I've got my new camera. I've got 3 lenses now. Today I joined a Facebook group, Sports Photography. When I take photos, I got some amazing photos from that game the other day. I mean, incredible. And the club use them. So after the game, I upload them and they get sent to Valencia. And then the club use them for here. Obviously, the D7 group, David Villa group, their main, people up in Valencia. And they use my pictures. And they've used another picture today, actually, on social media from a previous game. And it's so nice to see. No reward, financial reward in it. Or out like that. Don't make any money from it. But that's not why I do it. So when you take a photograph and then it's used by a club or whatever, you think, yeah, I took that. It's nice. You know what I mean? And I'm a rookie. So really enjoying this. It's my new thing. I love it. And then there was Niall before that, David Coleman and Mark the Legend again. So that's going back a few days. Okay. I don't think anything came in on PayPal, Monzo. Let me know if I've missed you out, guys. I fucking hate doing it, and I do from time to time. I'm just going to quickly check Revolut. If it'll load up, please. Let's. I know something's coming to Revolut. Niall sent me something for a beer on Saturday. He's a good lad. So obviously Niall, but you guys know Niall's top man, top man, and a good friend as well. Today, David Sands, and he sent me something over for a beer this morning, so that's gone straight into Revolut. For next Saturday, I know I've got one beer next Saturday already. Good going, that, innit, guys? Excuse me. I've just had one of them energy drinks, so I'm feeling a bit fucking tired today. I've just had one of them. But they make me, repeat on you all the time. The repeat on you all the time. The repeat. Do you know what I mean by that? Do you ever have them, Red Bull tasting drinks? And they're nice, but make you a bit burpy. I don't know. David! Thanks, my man. Fucking legend. Is there anybody else on Revolut? Let's take a look. What day is it? Oh, it's 19th of January. That's my tax instalment tomorrow. But it's all right. I've had support on that front. I've had some good support recently, Niall. But it's just them. I'm not going to start moaning about tax. If you listen, you know me. I'm on about every month, 20th of fucking month. So depressing. Let's have a look. See if there's anyone on Revolut. Lidl. 15 minutes ago, minus 7.50. That's her using my card in Lidl. €7.50. I got engaged to her recently. I'm having that ring back. €7. That's out my beer kitty. She'll defend it by saying, but it's for your dinner, for your tea tonight. Yeah, but she'll have had $7.50 on her as well. She'll have had some notes on her. She's not daft her, is she? And to get that card back. $7.50. Hey, I'm from Yorkshire, me, Let's have a look. Nothing on there. Okay. That's euros. Let's check the pounds. Fucking hell, I got one beer in and she took $7.50 off me. What am I doing? There we go. Paul K declined. He put towards the kitty pal. I hope this goes through okay, because he's had some troubles with it. And I think it's some sort of security check they do or something. But Paul K did do something through YouTube because of that, which is why I've already acknowledged him. William Cahill as well, which was a couple of days ago. Mark R said, my go-to for proper LFC news. Great, you're enjoying photography. Thanks, mate. Oh, it's lovely, that. Lance, another one got declined on here by Lance a few days ago. And there was someone else as well, which I have addressed. I don't know if they got it working. I think they did. I can't remember it. I don't know what it is with Revolut, really. The reason I know it's not gone through is it puts like a line through it. And the reason I mention it is because I don't want anyone to think that, so much come through and and I've not acknowledged them or whatever. You know what I mean? I'd hate them to think, oh, that's nice when I've just got done Kabir. I just want to make sure that it doesn't leave your account or something like that. Anyway, I can't find it, but I think we're covered, and I think we're up to date on things, guys. I feel a bit tired today. I feel a bit tired today. I need to wake up because we've got a lot to talk about, and I made it pretty clear to her indoors today. I said I'm going to be very busy today, so don't be fucking bothering me. Which is probably why she's used my card in little. So that's it. Oh, I want to show you this goal. Let me show you this goal. It's this one. Now, what I want you to do, right, is... Ooh. It's a bit loud. Let's go back to there. What I want you to do is watch the free kick, the ball, right, where they're taking it, and watch the player feign injury. What do you think? What do you think of that? Now, do you think that's, someone said he should be booked for that. It's not really sporting. What do you think? I mean, we were angry, but I was like, I've got to be honest, it's pretty fucking clever if we'd have done that. I'll play it one more time in case you didn't see it. Let me know your thoughts. I really want to know your thoughts about this more than anything. Never mind Alonso or Slow. So we were down to 10 men in the second, 10 minutes. You should see the stadium. You might see it on this clip. Dreadful. We had 3 minutes to go, and a young lad, a very, very, very good player, has been injured and unable to make his debut for the team. And he came off the bench to make his debut, and he scored the equaliser in the last 3 minutes. Watch this. It's not great quality, as Rafa would say, for sure. It's not my video. You know, these ground, you know, this level of football, sometimes they just have those cameras that monitor the play, you know, like automatic. So I'm sure you'll get a vibe though. Here we go. Trying to do it without reflection. Look at that seating area behind, look. I'll show you one more time. Oh no, yeah, you're going to see them idiots first. Super sub. Oh, he got it, man. Ah, great. And I'm going to show you, I don't know if I showed you this on a previous stream or anything, but this is the goal. And I just want to show you the celebration of this lad here. Look. It's not the goal scorer, but look at that. It was pitch black. It was absolutely pissing down, and I'm surprised that I managed to get any decent pictures, to be honest with you. This is Cuesta. This is a centre-back who I think is going to be pretty big in the game. I really do. He shouldn't be playing at this level of football. He won't be with us for long, trust me. He's a very, very good player. And I'd have him at Anfield right now, to be honest with you. He was absolutely fucking buzzing. And I was really glad to capture the moments, to be honest with you. So anyway, that's my local team. I know some of you won't be interested in that if you're still watching, but some people are. And like I say, these updates are about me and what I'm getting up to, and I'm involved with the club, you know. So like for me, lower league football is where it's at these days, to be honest with you. And more people are getting like that, you know, only because, I don't know, I don't like VAR, I don't like all the money in it, all these different subscriptions you've got to have, and it's a rip-off to many people, you know. football's football at any level. And, you know, you watch that game there the other day, and it was just, you know, that you can imagine late winner, the lad coming off the bench, you know, being injured all season since he got here, and comes off the bench and scores a very, very important goal at the top of the table. So it doesn't matter whether that's the Premier League or, you know, League fucking 10 or something, you know, it's football, isn't it? You know, so I really enjoy it, to be honest with you guys. And I did something else today. I'm a supporters liaison officer for the club, and I advise the board on certain things. And a good friend of mine that goes to all the games with us, home and away, we were at that game I just showed you the other day, and his wife was taken ill while we were at the game, and we were an hour away from home. And he got, you know, a call, you know, your missus has been taken ill, you need to get home. So he left the game with one of our other friends, who fortunately took his car. He doesn't usually, because he had to do something else that day. And he said, I'm going to take him home. So they both left, and, you know, obviously we stayed, you know, the rest of us, but it still made you like, oh, I hope everything's all right, because he didn't know what he was going back to. You know, she's okay. She's okay. I know that she's a bit better than she was on Saturday. And I know that, you know, there's follow-up appointments and things like that today. So I spoke to the club about it, and cut a long story short, the president touched base with me today and said, you know, basically how they're doing, is she okay? You know, pass on our best wishes, and just wanted to check on the well-being. And I just think it's such a nice thing. And, you know, please, you know, tell him that, you know, I hope to see him again soon in person, so he can have that conversation in person. And he also said, you know, on behalf of the club, that what we've done is, because they both had to leave the game, we're just basically making that, you know, a future away game that we'll take care of it and get tickets for them both, because they support home and away. You know, do you know what I mean? Especially this lad. The other fella does as well, but he goes back to England quite a bit with work and stuff. And like I said, my mate is, you know, I think he's in his 80s. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, everything's all right. But it's just what I do for the club. I take great satisfaction from it, and this is one of 3 things I can think of in recent weeks where I've, you know, said, look, we need to do this, and the club's brilliant. Really, really cares about its supporters, and not PR or out like that. You know, no statements of, oh, look what we've done. Just doing the right thing, really. And that's, again, it makes it very, very special. Now, for example, like the manager, the players, the coaching staff, the owners, the executives, the fans, we're one big family, you know. And I took this picture the other day. Oh, look, this is what the club have used today. Look, they've put that picture on today on their official page, and that was a picture I took, which I thought was a nice picture. That was from the other week. So right, so this one here, I took this picture of us on the bus going to the game. This fella in the white t-shirt in the middle, that's who had to shoot off for his missus. Now, I just put that online, you know, we're on our way to the game kind of thing. Now, you see that text around the image there. What's happened there is the manager has seen that photograph and then added that text and reposted it on his socials. So he added some text, and basically, in the best natural English, it basically says, one of our secret weapons, our kryptonite, CF Benidorm, the horizon, our destiny, an ending without an end. So kryptonite, he made it plural, which is deliberate, and he's jokingly saying there's several of them, meaning the lads, you know, in the photo. And what it translates to is, these lot are dangerous, our secret power. They are our hidden strength. Basically, you know, acknowledging the importance and the contribution of the away fans that go to the games. And when I spoke to the manager at the end of last season, we did get relegated by 1 goal difference in another game. He said to us that this club sees each and every one of you. You could be going to Atletico Madrid, Valencia up the road, Elche, Real Madrid, Barcelona. So we know that. So we see you, each one of you, as 1,000 supporters, you know. So it was, you know, it was very football, very dressing room humour, a nod and a wink rather than poetry. It's about people who carry the club forward over time, not just tactics or players, but the importance of supporters at all clubs, Liverpool, you know, low-level football like this, whatever. Just all values, you know, and I just thought it was nice, you know, and that's what I'm saying. So I like it, I like being involved with it, guys, and I love doing my pictures and stuff like that, my photos, you know. Anyway, I know I'm a bit lethargic, I am tired, but like I say, my morning briefings are not meant to be exciting. Well, none of my videos are meant to be exciting, actually, so... but I just wanted to catch up with you. Let me know how your weekend was. Did you have a good weekend? If you've not been very well recently, and I'm aware of that, could you comment and let me know how you're doing? Yeah, that'd be appreciated. And I'll try and wake myself up a little bit and get stuck into some of these vids for you, all right? And we'll be live tonight at 7 UK, I think I said. It should be scheduled. Remember, YouTube only sends out 3 notifications in a 24-hour period, I think, on all channels. There may be exceptions to that, I'm not sure, but if I do 2 more videos today, after this one, you wouldn't get a notification when I go live probably, or if I did any more videos, and sometimes they don't show up in your feed, so you've got to get used to clicking on my channel username and checking the channel periodically to say, oh, there's another vid from Dunk there, you know what I mean? All right, guys, I'll shoot off. Thanks for watching, if you've watched through with me. Let me know your thoughts on anything I've said in this video. And we'll speak real soon. All right, and remember, if any of my videos are channel members today, if they are mail stand videos and they go channel members, I will flick the switch at some point and make them available. I just don't want these other people just watching, taking stuff and sensationalizing and creating fake news. Oh, there is a thing about fake news today, which I'm going to tell you about in another video. All right, I'll speak to you in a bit. If you enjoyed the video, please thumbs up the video. Please drop me a comment. There's a love art, which is the super thanks. If you want to support my channel, I'd love it if you do that. I'll give a shout out to everyone that does that. Channel membership, if you want to support my channel, you know, they're people with a football in the name. If you see them in the comments section, they're my heroes. There's 3 links in the video description, as I explained. Revolut's my beer kitty for next Saturday if you want to get me a beer or a coffee. I'm happy with a coffee. And that's it. I have checked the Spanish football dailies today, by the way. Nothing in them, right? Nothing in them about Alonso or McAllister or Canate or FSG or anything like that. All right, guys, I'll speak to you in a bit. Don't forget, 7 tonight. Cheers.